I bet you're aching for the season finale already. Why do we have to sit through a towny episode? I hear you screaming. Just be patient. Last episode was the warning siren. This one is the calm before the storm. Enjoy the looming sense of dread as I cover this one. I've said it before, but I love when episodes get right into it. Pearl's here desperately trying to defend from an invasion with a bunch of junk. It looks like a box with 2 hair dryers and a car antenna with one of those smiley face toppers. I don't know if you remember those. Modern cars don't really have those big antennas anymore, do they? Anyway, as far as I can tell, there's no gem stuff in this contraption, so it's obvious that it wouldn't work against gem robots.
And Steven is home fast asleep.
Hey, guys!
Steven! It's way past your bedtime.
Well, of course Steven is here. The point of view rule means nothing can happen if he isn't there. Don't you know?
Now, stand back, everyone!
Again, with the remote-controlled machines, why is this thing not connected by a wire? I guess it's cartoon logic. On a real experiment like this, I think the radio controller would be one of the last things to add. One thing the show almost gets right about depicting an EMP is that it doesn't physically do anything. There are no sparks or flashy explosions. This antenna topper pops and there's a shockwave that knocks them all down, so there's some creative liberty to how it's depicted. But I've seen way worse depictions of EMPs in other media. I'm no electromagnetic science guy, at least not professionally, but this box wouldn't have enough juice to knock out the whole city's power, right? You would need a nuclear explosion or a solar flare to do that. At best, you would make a few people's phones reboot or brick them if you were too close.
Ugh.
Confirmation that Gemtech runs on some sort of magic energy other than electricity. I bet it has some rat souls or something powering it.
Well, you knocked out all the lights in town.
I love how Steven says this like it's some sort of consolation. You caused a citywide blackout, that's a plus. What are you doing putting the whole box in there without peeling the plastic off the tray? If this is how Steven normally eats, his body is like 50% microplastics, I swear to God.
Hello there, young universe. Any of your sisters home?
My sisters?
Your caretakers, you know? The tall one, the purple one, the hot one.
This joke is perfect. I am defeated. I have nothing to say. It is a perfect joke.
Look, the power's out, and I've been mayor long enough to know they had something to do with it.
I'm actually shocked that it took almost a whole season for Mayor Dewey to get involved in the Crystal Gems business. And I'm also shocked that he doesn't get involved after this either. In general, I'm always surprised that the gems and the government don't cross over at all throughout this whole show. This episode is the closest we get. Oh, we're back to these stools now? I thought we moved on. I also thought the gems built new round ones a few episodes ago. What happened to those? Did they give up?
Beach City is currently experiencing a widespread power outage.
Oh, don't worry about that. The power should be back on as early as tonight, or as late as never.
So why did the mayor go straight to the gems regarding this power issue? I can guarantee he didn't get in contact with the city's utility provider. I know that's difficult to do with phones using power, but not impossible. He would have gotten a straight answer, like, we're working on a fix, or we'll get someone out there. Then there would be no reason to go to the gems, other than to point fingers for his own satisfaction. Maybe that is why he's here. Maybe he did call the utility company. Fuck, I just answered my own question.
Oh, don't be dramatic. I saw humans get on fine without power for millennia. You used to hunt and gather. What happened to that?
Agriculture. That was like 10,000 years ago, Pearl. Come on, keep up.
Sure, things seem calm now in the light of day, but when the sun goes down, so does the town.
Oh, okay.
Mayor Dewey, this is our responsibility. We'll help you clean up this mess.
No, we won't.
I'll help you clean up this mess.
Another perfect joke, but also a possible future vision moment. Garnet could have looked into the future and saw the power turning back on later in the day. Come to think of it, Garnet might have not wanted to get roped into this because she has electricity powers and didn't want to get used as the town's battery.
Okay, but you're not getting paid.
Very smart, actually. Paid child labor is probably illegal, but child volunteer work isn't. Dewey knows what he's doing some of the time.
We gotta go do damage control now, or the boardies are gonna get restless.
Boardies?
Did you know the crew called the townies boardies, and then acted confused when everyone called them townies instead of boardies? To me, they'll always be townies. It'll always be the Sears Tower. It'll always be Twitter.
You mean besides the power knocking out the freezers and melting all this ice cream?
Ice cream? What an inconvenient time for the Big Donut to start serving ice cream. Oh, the organ trafficking front. Yeah, in addition to the drug front, the Big Donut was also starting to do organs. So they had to use the ice cream as a cover story for installing freezers. That's why the mayor stopped here first. Remember, he's in on this operation, so he's here to check on it. Sorry, Mayor, this outage just caused $500,000 in good organs to spoil. Have I ever mentioned that these reverse shot scenes that last a whole minute feel like an eternity in an 11-minute episode? Well, they do. They don't really bother me much when I'm watching them at full speed, but for these videos it becomes really difficult to analyze. A whole minute is going by and I have this little voice in my head saying, "Keep looking, there's gotta be something interesting to talk about."
What's my other option? Let the people panic and riot? That didn't work out so well for Ocean Town.
I've never heard of Ocean Town.
Exactly.
I theorized that Ocean Town is that other town we saw back in On the Run, but I'm probably wrong. I don't know what the deal is with Ocean Town. It's funny, but it's only really funny conceptually. Like an inside joke you don't know about and you just have to play along. I guess that's how Steven's feeling, and I guess that's how the audience is supposed to feel.
Well, some people think, here comes that exterminator guy, but then they realize it's me, their mayor. Have you seen that exterminator truck with the head on it?
No? The only truck with the head that I know of is the Mayor Mobile. Oh shit, Eye Patch Guy is the exterminator? Everyone insisted he sold suitcases the last time he appeared.
As you may or may not be aware of, there is a power outage affecting all of Beach City area proper.
Oh, really?
Manafort has no fucking chill in this episode. I want you to remember that. Keep that one in your back pocket for later this episode.
Things could be worse. We could be in Ocean Town. Too soon.
Notice that all the younger townies, like Ronaldo and Younger, are looking at each other like, what? What's up with Ocean Town?
Apparently you can never have too many Mayor Dewey buttons. Sounds like I'm not going to be needing this glow stick, though.
Greg wouldn't need a glow stick anyway. His van isn't part of the grid. It can generate its own power. Well, it could. I don't know if Garnet jumpstarting it last episode got it working for good again. Or if Pearl stole some parts from it for her fucking robot EMP box.
It's not just the Robonoids. According to Lapis, she's going to have backup.
Who knows what she's going to have? We won't stand a chance against their weapons.
Yeah, I mentioned it last episode, but Lapis was being unnecessarily vague during that speech. I think it's kind of ironic when we get to next episode, though. But I'll save that point for when we get to it. The Quartazine Trio. They're never mentioned, but Steven acknowledges them. The music helps set the mood. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna be big, and the Crystal Gems are ready to put on a show.
It's not about the Robonoids, Pearl. She's coming with other gems.
Says who? Who cares? What does Lapis even know?
Definitely an allegory for kids eavesdropping on their parents talking about heavy stuff. Finances, divorce, illness, death, take your pick. I don't even know if it's an allegory so much as it's just straight up happening right now. Just replace gem invasion with one of those things I just said, and then it's an allegory.
In fact, we were just about to play cards.
Yes! Cards!
As long as you're not playing Nerts. Nerts is fun, but it stresses me out. I've played that with like 10 people before. It was total chaos. I really do love these quiet, contemplative moments that this show does. This show has really moved past Steven talking to himself when he's alone and allows the audience to think for themselves. Taking in the visuals and the ambiance is so nice, even if it is instilling that sense of dread. Damn, the mayor's own security detail is rioting against him. I thought they were just inept in Shirt Club, but no, these guys must hate him. Check out Mr. Smiley. It's like he physically can't let go of his smile. I wonder which came first, his smile or his name. Did he just start smiling forever because his name is Smiley, or did he get the name changed to Smiley because his face got stuck that way, or something?
If you'd all just calm down.
Jesus fuck, Nanafon, no chill, like I said. This isn't gonna look good for your mayoral campaign a few years from now. Do you think Nanafon being such a vocal opponent to Dewey might be setting up her campaign to become mayor later in the show? Of all the big changes that happened throughout this show, I think that one is probably the most unimportant and forgettable. Also, all of the townies going along with this is insane. It's just a power outage, calm the fuck down. This happens in a lot of media actually, a lot of kids media for some reason. Like, they do angry mobs over really mundane things and get the whole town involved. Usually it's played as a joke, but here it's presented completely seriously, and I think that's strange.
But I know that you're all going to be okay because I know each and every one of you. You're smart, and you're tough, and you're resourceful.
I've talked about how I love motivational speeches, characters getting other characters pumped up, but this one is missing something. Maybe it's that a power outage isn't something the townies can solve on their own. Literally the only thing they can do is wait for the utility company to do their fixes. Getting pumped up doesn't really help with patience. Plus, this problem is solved like 2 minutes from now, so it was kind of a wasted effort.
He was just sheltering you from the truth because he loves you.
This town, at least in this episode, has like 3 brain cells shared between all of them. It took minimal convincing to go against the mayor, and then it took even less convincing to get back on his side.
Oh, yes, well, everything is fine.
No, it's not. I know it's not. I know you just don't want me to be scared, but just tell me the truth.
Peridot is coming, and we don't know who or what she'll be coming with.
This is cool. There's a lot of these little moments throughout season 1 that show the gems are seeing Steven more and more as mature. If you have the time, once this video is done, I want you to go back and watch the gemology video on Cheeseburger Backpack. Yes, really. That's the benchmark of where Steven started as a character. This episode is a good benchmark of where he is at the end of season 1. You could argue that Steven is shown as more mature next episode as well, but that episode really isn't about Steven. It's about the invasion. Again, this episode is a bit slow, a bit lackluster, but it's the calm before the storm. We all know what's coming up, the characters know, the tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Not a lot of media takes time to depict moments like this, to depict anxiety like this. That moment of contemplation before a big event. Even this show misses opportunities to do that in later seasons. Anyway, are you ready? I'm ready. If you want to see new episodes of Gemology a week before they premiere on YouTube, you can subscribe to my Patreon for just a couple bucks. The link is in the description, as always. Shoutouts to my journeyman patrons, Henri Wickers, Bananas Are Violet, Boomblorp, Emma Rysis, Gage M, Gizmo, Scala LD, The Tamara, and ZT the Fish Guy. Also shoutouts to these apprentice patrons. Next week I'll return with The Return. This is it. I got goosebumps.